Happy Monday. I hope you're off to a great start with your week and that you've already been sharing Plexus with some people today. I wanted to talk to you about an idea that I had and that I worked on this past weekend. 10 years ago this spring, our family went on a cross-country trip. We went from South Carolina to California and back. We drove a 12-passenger van, and it was full with, part of the time we had 11 members of our family, and part of the time we had all 12. And we pulled a pop-up camper, and we had a lot of adventures along the way. So we were gone about 5.5 weeks. So during that trip, I required our children to keep a travel diary and to write about some of the things we experienced, things they saw, things they learned along the way. Especially since this was counting as their homeschooling during that time, I wanted to make sure that they were actually documenting what they were learning. So I had the idea. Actually, I was inspired by an idea that my friend Lori had. But I decided to keep a travel journal of my journey as a Plexus ambassador all the way up to Diamond. So I started thinking about it. Someday when I reach Diamond, I'm gonna wish that I had written down the little nuggets that helped me along the way. Sort of like, here I am now, a mom of 10, but a lot of my kids are grown, and I wish that I had written down more of how I managed day to day when they were all little and I was homeschooling a house full and I had babies and toddlers, and moms are always asking for my advice. And I think, I wish I had had the time or taken the time then to write down more of what I was doing and what helped me keep my sanity during those years. So anyway, I decided I'm going to keep a travel journal of my journey to Diamond. Now, someone gave me this beautiful journal. This is Believe in Miracles. Now, I love this color. It's one of my favorite colors, and believe is my word of the year. So I knew I wanted to do something, really special with this journal, not just take notes in it. So I've called it My Journey to Diamond, What I've Learned Along the Way. And excuse me, in the front cover, I've listed the dates of each of my promotions. So I joined, if you're interested in this, I joined Plexus in June of 2014, and I reached silver that same month, June 2014. Then it took me until March 2015 to reach gold, and it took me until August 2015 to reach senior gold. Now the next milestone for me is going to be Ruby, and I hope to reach that milestone before I go to convention in June. So we'll see. That's my goal. Anyway, and then as I reach each of the ranks, I can write the date here and keep a track, of my journey. But what I really want to have in this journal are just, the nuggets, the things that have inspired me, that have helped me to create a new mindset, because I didn't always even have the belief that I could make it to Diamond. So I think even Ruby seemed an impossible dream for me when I first started. So, as we go along, we learn and we grow and we build our belief and we build our confidence. And that's what this journal is all about. I'm going to just write down some of the things that have stood out to me, that have changed my mindset and my thinking, changed my actions, given me the hope and the belief that I could actually make it to Diamond. And I'll tell you some of my nuggets that I've already written in here. Some of the things have come from John Maxwell. He is so full of wisdom, and I just love everything I read from him. Then I have some things from Les Brown. He really inspires me to dream and to believe and, to think that I can accomplish something like going to Diamond. Then there's so many nuggets from my sponsor, Charlotte Seams, and from her sponsor, Brenda Martin, and from Kristen Abart. We just have a wealth of godly, wise leaders that are ahead of us on this journey. And so I have written many nuggets that I've learned from them. And then some things I may just learn myself the hard way through my experiences as I go along. So I'm going to fill this with notes about my journey to Diamond. And who knows, maybe someday I'll be able to share these with some of you. Or others that are just a little bit behind me on the journey. So I just wanted to encourage you, buy a special journal or take one that you've been given. And then the first step is to draw your line in the sand and just decide, this is it. I am all in. I am going after this. It's possible. You know, other people like me have done it and I can do it too. And there's no turning back. That's it. Draw your line in the sand. And you might, maybe that'll be your first entry. Write the date in your journal that you drew your line in the sand and determined that you're going to work for this. You're going to commit to it and there's no turning back. And then from that point, when something really stands out to you that you learn and really makes a difference in your journey, I encourage you to write it down in here. And then someday you'll be able to look back and share little tidbits and nuggets from your journey to Diamond. And I think we'll both be able to help those on our teams and others that are coming along behind us. We'll be able to inspire them and teach them as we share the nuggets that we've learned along the way. So that's just a random tip that I have for you today, is just to create your own travel journal of your journey to a Plexus Diamond. It's going to be exciting and we can all do it. Have a great day.